The meaning of life. A simple philosophical exploration. Welcome to today's episode. In this episode, we will explore one of the biggest questions humans have been asking for centuries. What is the meaning of life? It's a question that has puzzled thinkers, philosophers, and even everyday people. Is there a deeper meaning to our existence? Or is life just random events? Let's break this down in simple terms and see how different philosophers view this. 1. The question that never goes away. Let's start with a simple idea. Since the beginning of time, people have wondered about the purpose of life. Why do we exist? What is our role in the world? These questions are not new. Every culture, every country, and every time period has asked them in different ways. But no one has a clear, simple answer. That's why the question of life's meaning is so interesting. It's something we all think about, no matter who we are. Some people believe that life has a specific purpose. They think there is something we are supposed to do, something bigger than ourselves. Others believe life is a chance to enjoy the moments we have, without worrying too much about a greater meaning. 2. Ancient philosophies. Greek ideas. One of the earliest attempts to answer the question of life's meaning comes from ancient Greece. Greek philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle thought deeply about human life and happiness. Socrates believed that the purpose of life was to seek knowledge. He said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." For him, understanding the world and understanding ourselves was the key to a meaningful life. He didn't think life had a simple answer, but he believed that by asking questions, we could find deeper truths. Simple answer, but he believed that by asking questions, we could find deeper truths. Plato, a student of Socrates, believed that the meaning of life was connected to our search for truth. He thought that our physical world was only a shadow of a higher, perfect reality. For Plato, living a good life meant connecting with this higher world and understanding true justice, love, and beauty. Aristotle, another Greek philosopher, took a different approach. He believed that the meaning of life was found in eudaimonia, which is often translated as flourishing or living well. He thought that to live a happy and meaningful life, we needed to develop good character and practice virtues like courage, honesty, and kindness. For Aristotle, the goal of life was to be the best version of ourselves. The modern view, existentialism. Fast forward to modern times, and we find a different approach to the question of life's meaning. In the 20th century, a group of philosophers called existentialists, such as Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus, looked at the question of life from a more personal and individual point of view. Existentialism is the belief that life has no inherent meaning. Instead, it's up to each individual to create their own meaning. Sartre famously said, "Existence precedes essence," which means that we are born without any purpose, and we give ourselves purpose through our actions. Jean-Paul Sartre believed that because there is no predetermined meaning to life, we are free to make our own choices. This can be both liberating and terrifying, because we are responsible for everything we do. But Sartre thought that embracing this freedom was the key to living an authentic and meaningful life. Albert Camus, another existentialist, talked about the absurdity of life. He believed that life has no meaning and that the universe is indifferent to us. But instead of feeling hopeless, Camus argued that we should embrace life's absurdity. By accepting that life has no purpose, we can create our own meaning and live fully in the moment. He said, "The struggle itself toward the heights is enough to fill a man's heart." The search for happiness. One thing that many philosophers agree on is that happiness plays an important role in finding meaning in life. But what does happiness mean? Is it about pleasure and enjoyment, or is it about something deeper? Hedonism is the idea that pleasure is the highest good. For hedonists, the purpose of life is to experience as much pleasure and happiness as possible. This could mean enjoying food, travel, relationships, or simply relaxing. Eudaimonia, as we mentioned earlier, is a deeper kind of happiness. It's not just about pleasure, but about living a life of virtue and fulfillment. It's about finding a balance between pleasure, purpose, and personal growth. In modern life, many people search for happiness through their work, relationships, or material possessions. But the question remains, is true happiness found in external things, or is it something that comes from within? Philosophers like Aristotle would argue that happiness comes from living a balanced life, focusing on personal development and connecting with others. 5. Spiritual views. Finding meaning beyond the self. Many people throughout history have looked to religion and spirituality for answers about life's meaning. For example, Christianity teaches that life's purpose is to love God and others. Christians believe that the meaning of life is found in serving others and living according to the teachings of Jesus Christ. In this view, life's purpose is not just about personal happiness, but about fulfilling a higher calling. Buddhism offers a different approach. Buddhists believe that life's meaning is about escaping suffering and achieving enlightenment. The path to this goal involves meditation, mindfulness, and living a life of compassion and non-attachment. Hinduism also teaches that life's purpose is spiritual growth. Hindus believe in the concept of karma and reincarnation, where our actions in this life affect our future lives. The goal is to break free from the cycle of rebirth and achieve moksha, or liberation. For many people, spiritual beliefs give a sense of purpose and direction in life. Whether through religion, meditation, or personal philosophy, the search for meaning is deeply connected to our sense of spirituality. 6. Creating your own meaning. So, after all these different ideas, what can we take away? The truth is, the meaning of life may be different for each person. Some may find meaning in helping others, some in achieving personal success, and others in exploring the mysteries of the universe. The key takeaway is that the search for meaning is a personal journey. It's up to you to decide what gives your life meaning. Whether it's through relationships, work, creativity, or spirituality, finding purpose in life is about embracing who you are and living authentically. 7. Conclusion. Life's meaning is what you make of it. In conclusion, the question of life's meaning is one that doesn't have a simple answer. From ancient Greek philosophers to modern existentialists and spiritual traditions, many people have tried to answer it in different ways. But in the end, it seems that life's meaning is something we must find for ourselves. It's a journey, not a destination. So, take a moment to think about what brings you joy, fulfillment, and purpose. Remember, the meaning of life might not be something you find in a book or from a philosopher's words. It's something you create through your own experiences. Thank you for joining me in today's discussion. I hope it helped spark some thoughts about life's meaning. Until next time, take care and keep asking questions.